John, we were just talking to Mark about these mortgage boycotts. I have to wonder just what you're seeing and feeling on the ground here on how much visibility there is when it comes to this crisis that's unfolding still.
So in terms of the mortgage boycotts, over the weekend, we had the banking regulator come out and say that they've asked banks to provide credit to those eligible borrowers to ensure that they can continue to build those homes. Obviously, we've had home buyers refuse to pay their mortgages in 50 cities for more than 100 projects. And Mark talked about what the repercussions of that might be. We've had warnings here by state media saying if more home buyers join in, that could really hurt the stability of the financial system. So at this moment, it does look like a priority in terms of the government trying to get that situation under control. I think the Governor Yi Gang's comments underline that. They also underline that the economy here only grew 0.4% in the second quarter, just barely, and there's a 5.5% target for the year, and the government's going to be trying to do what it can to hit that target.
Right. Is there any sense of, I'm just looking at some of the headlines too, like just help us understand, I guess, to what extent this is worrying and what's really not a problem too. I think let's try and frame this objectively, I guess, John.
So I think in terms of the why is it not a huge problem bucket, this is still relatively small. We don't know how exactly large these, how much money these boycotts involve, but it is probably in the range of less than 1% of outstanding loans. And the commercial banks have themselves come out and said the situation is controllable at the moment. The concern here, and I think why Mark is talking about the way he is and markets are worried about it the way they are, is that more home buyers will get involved. And then you have this ripple effect. If the developers cannot get the money, if the banks are not being paid, will it lead to further sort of effects for other developers? Will home buyers just not buy in general because they're just worried by the situation? So those are the questions I think that are on the minds of regulators at the moment.